CBS presents this program in color. Everyone in our studio audience in Television City in Hollywood has a money stake in one of our famous couples. Rooting section number 1 has its money on William Shatner and Marcy Lafferty. Rooting section number 2 is backing Orson and Carolyn Bean. And rooting section number 3 is betting on Ward Donovan and Phlyiss Diller as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
All righty, thank you very much. Welcome to Tattletales. As you know, our studio audience is divided into 3 sections, each one rooting for one of our celebrity couples. And every time one of our stars wins some money, it is divided among their rooting section. Now, today we have 3 wonderful celebrity couples. Let's first off meet the prettier half of those couples, shall we? Hello, pretty halves. And we'll start with Miss Phlyiss Diller. How are you? Carolyn Bean, Orson's lovely wife, and Marcy Lafferty Shatner. It's nice to have you with us, ladies. You are lovely, and you are the pretty half. There's no question of that. We're going to cut you off from sight and sound, put you in solitary. We'll be back to you in a moment. Goodbye, ladies. Okay, now to the uglier halves. No, that's not true. Handsome devils, you. Nice to have you all with us, Ward, Orson, Bill.
Do you realize that the Tattletale show is a microcosm of life? Depending on how much money is won by who, we have the upper class, the middle class, and the lower class.
He's absolutely right. We'll be back with the first round of Tattletales in all the classes right after this message. Hang on a minute.
Look what fruit has done with Quaker oatmeal. It's new Quaker Fruit and Oatmeal cereal bars. The new fruit-filled golden baked taste sensation. Brought to you by Real Fruit and Quaker.
I can see things clearly through this lens. Smile. Nice. And seeing their healthy white teeth made me realize mine weren't as white as I'd like. But I don't want a bleaching toothpaste. Lucky for me, something new just developed.
New Crest Extra Whitening with an enamel-safe polishing ingredient.
Kind of like a dentist paste. It doesn't bleach. Gently helps my natural whiteness shine through. Why did I become a Crest kid? Want 1,000 words or a picture?
New Crest Extra Whitening. Behind that healthy smile, there's a Crest kid.
Did you know even the leading bar can take moisture away from your skin? But Oil of Olay 2-in-1 Moisturizing Body Wash actually puts moisture into your skin, improving tone and texture. Proven to moisturize better than the leading bar.
$99? $99?
For only $99, you can experience the fun and excitement of Orlando and see your favorite attractions. You'll get first-class hotel accommodations and enjoy fabulous food. Call now and we'll extend your vacation an additional 2 nights in Daytona. That's 6 days and 5 nights for less than $17 a day. And kids go free. Call in the next 20 minutes, and with your order, you'll get our Florida discount book, published by Entertainment with hundreds of dollars in savings.
This is a limited-time offer, and space is limited. All major credit cards are accepted. Call now, 800-348-5454.
Okay, we're back. Ready to go with our first round of Tattletales. I have the fellas out here with me. Let's see if the ladies are situated backstage. Ladies, how you doing back there? Everybody ready to go? The fellas are all leaning around to take a look at you, and you do look pretty, I must say. All right, ladies, we'll be back to you in just a moment. Hold tight now.
I know the others are nice, but I do love mine best.
Yes, I understand. Fellas, I'm going to ask you some questions. No, don't encourage them. I'm going to ask you some questions now about your wives and your lives together. And when you think you have an answer your wife will recognize, hit that button in front of you, but you must be fast because I'll only take the first response. Right. Ready to go? Right. Here we go. First question. It happened in a foreign country. Orson. That's fast. All right, Orson, tell us all about it, if you will, sir.
We were setting down in London, and we were coming down on the plane. Just as we were coming in to land at the airport, they passed out cards you had to fill out. Mm-hmm. And when it came to occupation, I turned to Caroline and I said, what shall I write? Because I really haven't worked as an actor in the past couple of years, and I don't do much television, I don't do much of anything. And I wrote house husband. Didn't get a laugh from the guy in the immigration.
Either. No,
then there was the time that we ate a rancid chicken salad, and no, you don't want that one. All right.
Okay, that's a cute story. Now, what would you like to use for a clue? One-word clue worth $100?
Passport is one word, isn't it?
Passport is one word, yes, sir.
Passport.
One-word clue for $100.
House husband is 2 words.
Now, wait. Now, your rooting section is saying something else. Do you want to go with passport?
Passport.
He wants to go with passport. He knows Carolyn. Let's see what happens. All right, let's bring on the ladies. Ladies, we have asked the fellas a question. When you think you recognize your husband and can match his answer from the clue, sound that signal in front of you. Here is the question first. The question is, it happened in a foreign country. And the clue is passport. Carolyn. All right. Tell us about it, will you, Carolyn, please?
Well, I hope we're thinking of the same story. Just recently, Orson and I went to London, and when he had to fill out the little form about, for customs, about your occupation, he put down house husband.
That's what he said. For $100. Very nice. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, ladies. Okay, fellas, get ready. Here's the next question. Your wife, after a couple of drinks. All right, Bill is in there first. Tell us about Marcy after a couple of drinks, Bill.
Well, first of all, Marcy and I go out frequently. Once a week we have a date. We go to the special Japanese restaurant, and we've planned a lovely meal. We both love to go to movies. We plan to go to movies. But this Japanese meal takes longer and longer, and we drink sake after sake. And there comes a point when we don't go to the movies. We go back home, too full of sake to do anything else.
Okay, so now we need a clue from you.
That's it, baby. Don't look at me like that. I haven't got a passport.
We need a one-word clue.
Well, yes, but...
Orson, please.
Oh,
if you
sorry.
don't mind, sir. Oh. We need a one-word clue worth $100 or a two-word clue worth $50 for your rooting section. Your
Sake.
Sake is the clue? Okay, we'll go with that. Let's bring on the ladies. Okay, ladies, we have asked the question. Here it is. Your wife, after a couple of drinks. And the clue is sake. Marcy. Tell us about it, Marcy, if you will.
Okay, well, we have a favorite date every week. We go to a Japanese restaurant and plan to go to movies afterwards, but neither of us really drink, and we have sake for dinner and usually forget to go to the movies.
That's what he said, for $100. Okay. All right, let's see how we're doing up to this point. Phlyiss and Ward haven't scored, but they will. Carolyn and Orson have $100. Marcy and Bill have $100. Close game. All right. Now we're going to play what we call a Tattletale Quickie. Each question is worth $100. I'm going to ask you the question, ladies, but don't give me the answer until I call for it. Here we go. Ladies, if you found a $100 bill in a taxi cab, would you give it to the taxi driver, turn it into the police department, or quietly put it in your purse? That's the question. If you found $100 in a cab, would you give it to the driver, give it to the police, or put it in your purse? We'll be back to you in just a moment. Okay, good question, huh? Ward, how about Phlyiss? What do you think she'd do? Would she keep the money or give it to the police department or give it to the driver?
Phlyiss has a very big thing about being very generous with tips, and I'm sure she'd give it to the taxi driver.
Okay. The question is worth $100. Just bring on Phlyiss and see what she says. Okay, Phlyiss, you've heard the question. Who would you give the $100 to? The taxi driver, the police department, or to yourself?
Did you say Phlyiss?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
What? Is that the answer?
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have some kind of a first here.
Didn't CBS just go off the air?
I know a Japanese restaurant for her.
It was your lousy food, Bert.
Sorry.
Now, where were we?
The question was, what would you do with a $100 bill if you found it in a cab? Would you give it to the driver, the police department, or would you keep it yourself?
I'd give it to the driver and tell...
That's what Ward said. That's a match for $100. Thank you, dear. I think that was a first. I don't know about you. Orson, how about Carolyn? What would she do with that $100?
Well, I know she wouldn't give it to the driver.
You do?
And she might have given it to the cops as of a few weeks ago, but then we saw Serpico. So I think she would have stuck it in her purse.
Okay. All right, let's bring on Carolyn and see what, in fact, she would do. Carolyn, Hello there.
Hello.
What would you do with the $100 if you found it in a cab? Would you keep it yourself, give it to the police department, or give it to the taxi driver?
I'd give it to the police department.
Now, tell her what you said, Orson.
I just said that until a few weeks ago, I think you would have given it to the cops, but then we saw a serpico. I think, just for future reference, if you find it, keep it, will you?
Thank you. No score there. Sorry, Carolyn. Okay, Bill, how about Marcy? What would she do with that $100?
Marcy's always picking up strange things.
Oh?
Dogs. Oh. Cats. Brought home a strange guy, hit him. But she would give the strange $100 bill back to the cab driver.
Okay, you say she'll give it to the cab driver. All right. Let's bring on Marcy.
Oh,
Can you hear me, dear?
Yeah.
Okay, the question is, what would you do if you found $100 in a cab? Would you keep it? Would you give it to the police department? Or would you give it to the taxi driver?
Well, it's really hard, but I think I'd give it to the cab driver.
That's what he said, for $100. Okay, you did very well with that round. It is now halftime. We are at the halfway mark, and at the halfway mark, we have a very close game. Phlyiss and Ward have $100. Carolyn and Orson have $100. Marcy and Bill are in front with $200. Now we turn about, if you will. Ladies to the front and center, gentlemen to the rear. And while we're turning about, changing places, we'll break away, but we'll be right back. Don't go away.
Let me tell you about how UC Lending dug us out of a hole. We had so many bills, we could barely make our house payment.
They needed to refinance.
Because we didn't have great credit, getting a loan to pay off all those bills was out of the question.
No, it wasn't.
Then I saw this commercial for UC Lending. I called, and they put me in touch with Sandy. She drove out to our house and helped with the paperwork.
That's my job.
She put all our bills on one payment. We saved $300 a month. $300 a month.
It was easy.
She even got us some extra money to take this vacation we've been putting off.
I love that part.
Thanks to UC Lending, my family's getting to do something they've always wanted to do.
If you own your home, call UC Lending now, and let's see what we can do for you.
Let me tell you about how UC Lending saved our marriage. We had too many bills.
And not enough fun.
And our credit was
lousy.
Like our relationship.
We didn't know where to turn.
It was time to consolidate.
A friend told us to call UC Lending.
Sally at UC Lending.
She really helped us.
She came all the way to our house.
Put all our bills
on one payment.
Lowered their payments something like $300 a month.
$347.
And 52 cents every month.
On top of that, she got us the money for a new bedroom.
A new mower.
A new love seat.
New tools.
No problem.
Since UC Lending helped us, it's like
the magic's back.
If you own your home, call UC Lending now, and let's see what we can do for you.
Okay, we're back with Tattletales. We have a good, close game going here. And as you know, our studio audience is sharing in the winnings of our celebrity couples up here. But let me add this. If your rooting section is backing our winningest couple at the end of our game today, we will add as a bonus $1,000. Okay. We have the ladies out here looking lovely. It's your turn to be out in front. Let's see how the fellas, if they're situated back there. All right. Okay, gang?
Okay.
Everybody strapped in? Seats should be nice and warm anyway. We'll get back to you in a minute, fellas. I want to cut you off from sight and sound. See you later. Okay, now, ladies, I'm going to ask you questions about your husbands and your lives together. When you have an answer you think you'll recognize, hit that button in front of you. Do it quick because we'll only take the first response. Ready to go? Here we go. Here's the first question. Something that really made him laugh. You were first, Carolyn. Oh, that was close. Carolyn, you're first.
Well, on my birthday about a week or so ago, Orson decided to give me breakfast in bed, which was very sweet of him indeed. And he made this lovely breakfast and brought it in on the bed, and the kids all came in and climbed on the bed. And one of them ate the eggs, the other one ate the bacon, the other one ate the muffins. And so Orson came in, saw what happened, laughed, picked up my glass of champagne and orange juice that went with the breakfast and drank it himself. That was my breakfast in bed.
Okay, that's a cute story. What would you like to use as a clue now?
I think
a one-word clue worth $100 or a two-word clue worth $50?
Birthday? Don't you think birthday's a little better than breakfast?
Something that made him laugh.
Birthday.
One-word clue of birthday.
I think.
All right, let's bring on the fellas. Okay, fellas, we have asked the ladies a question. Sound your signal if you can recognize her and match her answer from the clue. Here is the question. Something that really made him laugh. And the clue is birthday. Oh! Uh-oh. Who was first? Ward, you were first. Tell us about it, if you will, sir.
Well, the thing that... Oh, did I say something wrong?
No, you did not. I'd like to hear about it.
Well, anyway, the thing that really has amazed me is that Phlyiss has been able to absolutely surprise me on my birthday for the last 3 years, and that really gave me a laugh.
I see. Well, that's a very interesting story.
But it isn't the right
However,
one.
Orson, you were close second there. The story sounds familiar to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, what it was Carolyn's birthday wasn't long ago, and the kids and I planned a surprise.
Mm-hmm. And we heard the
We made
story.
breakfast in bed, and the kids jumped on the thing, and after helping me prepare it, they jumped up, and Max grabbed an English muffin, and Susie grabbed the bacon, and Michelle grabbed the eggs, and I polished off the champagne and orange.
That's what
poor
you
Zeke
said.
was
I'm
left
sorry.
with nothing.
You were second, though.
Too
No
bad.
score there. Too bad. We'll be back with the next question, fellas. Hold on a minute. Okay, ladies, ready to go? Next question. Here it is. Something about him that you'd like to change. Marcy, I have to say this is very interesting because maybe America doesn't know, but they'll know now. You're newly married. You've been married how long?
4 months.
4 months. Yeah. And there's something you'd like to change. He's going to know about it now.
Yes.
Tell us
I
about
think
it.
he knows already. He really is a big softy when it comes to animals, and he's very lenient with our dogs, where I would tend to be a little more strict. And I often tell him if it was up to him, they'd have a plate at the dinner table because they can sit on the couch and get on the bed and sneak up. And that's
okay,
it.
so your story, we've got the story. Now what we
Okay.
need from you is a clue. A one-word clue or a two-word clue. Something that you'd like to change about him, and a one-word clue is worth $100. Two-word-
Dogs.
Dogs. Okay. That's the clue. Let's bring on the fellas. Okay, fellas, we've asked the ladies a question. Here's the question. Wait till you get the clue. Here's the question. Something about him you'd like to change. And the clue is dog. Dog. All right. Now, Marcy, you want to say something to Bill about that particular story?
Hey, softy, who'd let them eat at the table if they could.
Yes. Sound
Billy?
familiar, Bill?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the best puppet. I'm sorry, no score there, but let's see. Our score at this point is Phlyiss and Warren have $100, Carol and Orson have $100, and Marcy and Bill are in the lead with $200. We'll be back with more Tattletales right after this message. Game's still going.
Look, it's real simple. Our mom likes your dad, and our dad's crazy about your mom. We could just get him to pop the question. We could be a family. Yeah! So I was thinking, romantic candlelit dinner. Oh, what about that one? Chicken Parisienne, the food of love. I think that's oysters. Hurry! Isn't this romantic? Just the 8 of us.
Okay. If this is supposed to make me propose tonight, no way. It's just not gonna happen. Because I already did.
Campbell's, good for the body, good for the soul.
Mom, when are we gonna eat?
Kids are full of questions.
When does Grandma come to visit?
Some are easy, some not so easy.
Mom? How come I still with the bed?
Over 3 million families are asking that same question.
Oh, honey.
There are many causes, and most your child will simply outgrow. But until that time, try Goodnight's disposable absorbent underpants. Goodnights provide a way for kids to cope, designed to protect, yet look and feel just like underwear. No one will know they have them on. Call now for 2 free pair of Goodnight's pants. Try them. Your child will wake up drier, feeling better, and there'll be fewer sheets to change. We'll also include a coupon and these helpful guides. One for parents, one for kids. It's all free, so call now.
Mom, can I sleep over at Billy's tonight?
Of course you can.
Kids ask a lot of questions. Call for your free sample today. Good nights mean good mornings.
Watch Game Show Network for a chance to win these prizes. Wallace's silver-plated Lazy Susan, 4 individual serving compartments and a dome-covered center dish, all in Grand Baroque pattern from Wallace. Ashley's Comfort Lounger and Ottoman in designer leather fabric. Durable swivel recliner chair fashioned in a smart contemporary look. Creative styling that adds to any decor from Ashley. Move up to better TV viewing with the Sideline television wall mount from Lucchese. The ultimate space saver available in a variety of colors. For the most versatile way to watch TV, call 1-800-Lucchese for the store nearest to you.
Okay, we are back. We have a good close game here. We're going to finish up in a flurry. This is the Tattletale Quickie section, fellas. We're going to ask you the question. I don't want the answer now. Just think about it. Here it is. Each correct answer is worth $100. Here we go. Gentlemen, you have the chance to meet one of these hard-to-meet people. Pick one. Greta Garbo, Howard Hughes, or Mao Zedong. You have the chance to meet one of those 3. Mao Zedong. Tung. You take the choice. Greta Garbo, Howard Hughes, or Mao. We'll be back to you in a moment. Think about it, fellas. Interesting question. Very interesting question. Could go many different ways. Phyllis, how do you think Ward will respond?
I think Ward would like to meet Howard Hughes.
Okay. Why do you think he might want to...
Well, because a lot of people have met the other two. Mao Tsing Song Fung Chang. And Greta Garbo can be seen walking on the streets of New York anytime. You can run into her at Bloomingdale's.
Right.
But Howard Hughes, for whom I have worked many times, I think Ward would want to meet my boss.
Okay. Have a few words with him, no doubt, huh?
Yeah, tell him I ought to have a raise.
Okay. Let's bring in Ward. Ward.
Yes.
We have the answer here. Which one of these 3 fellas would you like, people would you like to meet? Sorry, Greta Garbo's not a fella. Greta Garbo, Howard Hughes, or Mao Zedong?
Howard Hughes.
That's what she said. $100. Thank you, Ward. Okay, Carolyn, how about Orson? Which one of these 3 people would he like to meet? Garbo, Mao Zedong, or Howard Hughes?
I think Mao Zedong.
Mao Zedong. You think he'd find that the most interesting, all right?
I think.
Why do you think he would, by the way?
Well, I think that we have a new fascination for China since, all the recent things that, people making trips and the things that you've been reading. I think it's changed our ideas a lot.
And so he might
I
actually
think
go for that.
that he has a fascination.
Okay, let's find out. Orson, which one of those 3 people would you like to meet?
Oh,
Garbo, Howard Hughes, or Mao Zedong?
I would be fascinated to meet Chairman Mao.
That's what she said for $100. Okay, very good. Thank you, Orson. Okay, Marcy, how about Bill? Which one of those 3 would he like to meet?
Mao.
Mao Zedong.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, fascinating. Let's bring on Bill and see what he says. All right, Skipper. Which one of those 3 will it be? Will it be Mao, Howard Hughes, or Greta Garbo?
I'm Skipper?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm Skipper.
You're the skipper.
All right.
I always think of you.
I thought this seat was familiar. Well, I like Chinese food. Mao Zedong.
That's what you said. $100. Okay.
Hey, you know,
right.
I have a view.
What?
I have a view of Marcy you wouldn't believe. I see her heart.
Never mind. Okay,
I think
fellas. Listen carefully, fellas. I have another question for you, another quickie. Each correct answer worth $100. The game is very close. It's up for grabs. Fellows, do you think in general second marriages have more chance of success than first marriages? Do you think second marriages have more chances of success than first marriages? Think it over. We'll come right back. Okay, good question again. How about Ward? What do you think he'll respond to that?
Well, he has no choice. He has to say that second marriages have a better chance of success.
Okay, let's see what he says for $100. Ward?
Yes.
All right. You're chuckling already. What do you think? Do you think second marriages have a better chance of succeeding than first marriages?
Yes, I think second marriages have a better
That's
chance
what she
of
said.
succeeding.
For $100. Okay, thank you, Ward. Okay, Carolyn, how about Orson? What will he say?
I think he'll say yes. It's his second and my first, so I don't know whose side he's going to look at it from. He might be afraid to say yes.
That's a
Fear
good...
I'll go on to try bigger and better things. But I wouldn't want to. I love and adore him. I think that he'll say yes.
You'll say second marriage?
Yes, because it's his second, and I hope he's happier. I think he's happier.
Okay, let's find out if he is. Hello there, Orson.
Yeah.
How are you? Nice to see you. How are things down at the store?
Oh, just.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think about the question, do you think second marriages have a better chance of succeeding than first marriages?
I think most people like to do business with an old established firm. Second marriage.
That's what she said. $100. All right, folks. It comes down to the wire. We have a tie game. All the numbers are even at this point. Marcy, how about Bill? What will he say?
I think he'll say second because you learn from your mistakes.
Okay, let's bring on Bill. Bill, how are you?
I'm just luxuriating here in the sun.
All right, stop luxuriating. Here comes the question. Do you think second marriages have a better chance of succeeding than first marriages?
I know a guy's been married 7 times. He's still not happy, but both Marcy and I have tried it before, and this is our second time, and we intend to make it work.
So you say second. Okay, that's right, for $100. All right, there is a signal. Time is up. That means our big winners are Marcy and Bill. Marcy and Bill, you have won $400 to win the game. We add $1,000 to that for a grand total of $1,400. Okay, we'll be back with more Tattletales right after this message. Don't go away.
Coming up next on Game Show Network. Love, hate, despair. You'll see it all on the original Newlywed Game. And then, the game of love continues. Bob Eubanks is back on the new Newlywed Game. Catch the Newlywed Game next on Game Show Network, followed by the new Newlywed Game at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
He's sleeping. Can you believe it? Yeah, Unisom, about half an hour ago. He gave me a hard time, and he took it. Big baby. Yeah, Unisom. What the pharmacist said. I know it's not habit forming. He's the one who made a big deal. Want to say hi? He sends his regards. All right. You too.
You can visibly reduce the signs of aging on your hands with Neutrogena New Hands. The pro-retinol formula diminishes fine lines, reduces the look of age spots, restores a more youthful tone. Reveal younger-looking hands with Neutrogena New Hands.
If you've ever tried Secret Antiperspirant, you know there's something working. It's dryness, and now there's a secret that goes on clear, almost invisibly. Secret Sheer Dry. It's the dryness protection I want that's strong enough for him, but made for me. And it glides on clear. For sheer protection, give me strength. Give me Secret Sheer Dry. Strong enough for a man, but it's clearly for you.
What's the difference between Pillsbury cinnamon rolls and packaged ones?
I know. My cinnamon rolls bake up all hot, fresh, and ooey gooey good in minutes, and theirs don't.
Hey, Diane, what's with the raincoat?
It's for new Rain Clean Pine Sol.
Wow, this smells as fresh as the air after a spring rain.
But it still cleans with the power of Pine Sol.
How did you do that?
I've got connections.
New Rain Clean Pine Sol.
All right, we're out here with everybody put together. We have our winners. Congratulations to them. And Carolyn and Orson and Phlyiss and Ward, your 2 sections share $300. That's not bad either, after all. Thank you all. You all did a beautiful job. And thank you for listening and watching. We'll be back next time when our studio audience will be sharing the secrets and the winnings of our celebrity couples. Join us then, will you? Bert Convy for Tattletales. See you later. Bye-bye. Come on.
This is Jack Clark speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.